When you hear people like Elon Musk, Eliud Kipchoge, Mr. Donald Trump, Barack Obama, Miss Oprah Winfrey, Bishop T.D. Jakes, Joel Scott Austin, Martin Luther King, Taufik Benedictine, Barack Obama, or you can even say Kenyatta, Uhuru Kenyatta, even our very own Bishop Nganga. What is common? What comes to your mind when you listen and when you think about such people, or when you hear their names? What is it that they have in common? And as I was looking at this group of people, I realized that these are people that we get to know because they have entrenched themselves in our minds. That they are famous, number one. That number two, they are people who have worked so hard to make sure that whenever their name is mentioned, you can be sure that they are known, either locally or internationally. In short, what they have done is that they have created a brand for their own, or rather using their own names. A brand like Coca-Cola, a brand like Safaricom, a brand like Cooperative Bank, a brand like KCB. But now, instead of it being a company, it is a brand that is by the people. It's using their own names. And I thought about it and said, then it means that there are many times that we personally, as individuals, we do not think about what we stand for or who we are. We find ourselves being people who are of different, we don't understand ourselves. We really do not understand ourselves. And I thought that then we should be able to have some time where we can be able to look at ourselves and create a brand around ourselves, to get to know ourselves. How are we known outside there? And I went searching on what personal branding means. And I found one by the name, a lady by the name of Susanna Scully, who is an expert in personal branding, who says that personal branding is a process by which you market yourself to others. It is what you are known for. Basically, the implication was that it is what you think people should know you for, or what you want the people to know you for. Brian Tracy, and I know many of you know Brian Tracy, he called it a brand, he called it a promise. It's a promise that you give to the world about yourself. That is the brand. Jeff Bezos, and we all know Jeff Bezos, called it, says, and I quote, "Your personal brand is what other people say about you when you are not in the room." And I thought to myself, wait a minute. What do people say about me when I'm not in the room? What is the brand? What brand have I spoken about? What have I put out there as for myself? And I thought that we should go in a journey that should try to explain what this personal branding is all about. So today I just want us to talk about, simply in a very short while, just talk about personal branding and what it entails. And I want to give you an example of Donald Trump, who has entrenched his name in every business that he has been in, such that when you mention the name Trump anywhere, everybody knows who Donald Trump is, despite the fact that he was the 45th president of the United States of America. But he was known before that because of what he did for under the Trump organization. And I realized that he has many companies which you can't speak about. They're all Trump Towers, Trump plazas, hotels, golf courses, casinos, streets named after him, even in India, games, magazines, foods and drinks, planes, foundations, all named after Trump. And I thought, then What is it that these people know that we do not know about personal branding? And that is the reason why I just want us to take us through quickly to 5 reasons why personal branding is a must for everyone, whether employed or in business, or you are thinking of going into business, or you are thinking of getting employed. Because some of the questions that are asked in an interview are all about personal branding. And if you do not understand what personal branding is all about, then you find that you do not answer that question correctly. So the 5 reasons which I've come up with why personal branding is a must for each one of us who are serious in life is, number 1, it helps you to stand out amongst equals. When you go to an interview, you find other people who are qualified like you. They all have degrees, the same degrees that you have. You went to school together. And you find these people, they're in the same interview with you. So when the panel comes, they will ask you simple questions like, tell us about yourself. Tell us why it is important, or why we should hire you and not hire X. Why are you the best fitted candidate in this role? So personal branding will help you to do that. It will help you to stand out. How you answer that question will either determine whether you get the job or not, or you get the contract or you don't get the contract. Okay? Then that means that you have to be aware of who you are. You need to be able to answer the question of why. Why? It helps you answer the question of why. Why do I do the job that I do? Why am I currently doing what I'm doing? Why am I in the choir, for example, the people in church and other places? Where am I singing? Where am I an usher? Where am I a driver? Where am I this and that? You need to answer that question. That is number 1. Number 2, it helps you to build confidence. Because if you understand yourself and you understand what you stand for and you understand what you are going for and what you're looking for, then you will have confidence even when you're speaking to potential customers that may come your way. This normally, building confidence also comes from your qualities, the qualities that you portray out there to the people, the strengths that you choose to share with the public. Because as I can tell you, personal branding is what you portray to the public, what you give to other people, and not necessarily what you are all about. It is what you want other people to know you. You need to remember that what we see is what you show us, and what you show us is what we see. So every time you speak out there or you do something, then you need to be cautious of what you're saying. Number 3, always remember that people buy you before they buy the product you're selling. Whether you're employed in a bank, whether you're employed in a sales company, whether you're employed in whatever, before I buy that pen from you, I buy you first. I have that confidence in you. I first of all get to know you. That is what happens. First of all, people buy you first. That is why you see the banks and other organizations critically, enforcing the idea of people should be in suits, should be smartly dressed. So that they're selling to you an account, you first of all buy them that they look smart and they are attractive to you. Yeah, and that they are attracted to you. Okay? Have you ever asked yourself why, when you are in town and you're looking for direction, why you keep going to the soldier, to the policeman, to people who are uniformed generally, you tend to gravitate towards them? It's because of what they represent in uniform. So it's a good thing to make sure that you have it's a good thing to make sure that whatever you portray to the public will develop confidence with the person that you're talking to or the customers you have. Number 4 is trust. Personal branding helps you to build trust. It allows people to feel like they already know you. Yeah, even when you're meeting them for the first time. Imagine pitching a business proposal to a potential customer together with a person like Buzeki. You all know Buzeki. Or any other media personality like Caroline Motoko. Who do you think the potential customer will go for first? They will trust the person they know yet first before they trust you. So that is the thing that you need to always remember. That people will always buy you before they buy others. and that they also trust. They buy where they trust. And part of the way of people will trust is because of how you portray yourself, is because of how you are dressed, is because of how you speak, and because of how you carry yourself. Personal branding. Number 5, and the final one I'll speak about today, is which puts you in charge of your destiny. It says this: because you know who you are, your strengths and your weaknesses, and you also know what you want to accomplish, you will try not to be swayed by peer pressure, by other forces that may come your way, that may be found, other forces, like whatever is happening around, politics and everything. You will not be swayed because of euphorias. You know who you are, you know who you stand for. You've already defined your personal branding. You've already defined your personal brand. You already know who you are and who you stand for. So my quote for us today is that as we go out, as we speak in social media, as we post things that we post on social media, as we do the things that we are doing out there every day, we are portraying a personal brand, which is either positive or negative. And I hope that with time, me and you will be able to build a personal brand that when I stand somewhere to speak, people will know I don't need to introduce myself, because the personal brand will have God in front of you. Remember, your personal brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. That is what they know you for. And they are likely to come buy from you because of that. Thank you very much. My name is Gishure Irungu. I hope to see you next time on the next episode on personal branding. God bless you and have a lovely day. Bye.